Alright, hey everyone, we're back with some more Slay the Spire. Ironclad episode number 17, Ascension number 4. And I wonder what it is that we have here in this act. It's been a little while since the last video, but I think we broke our winning streak, didn't we, with the defect run. But we won with the Watcher last time out. We killed the heart, so we're going to try and do the same thing again. We've got a super elite on floor 6, which I don't really fancy. But if I want to get a third elite in this act, then I do need to fight an elite on either floor... Yeah, in fact on floor 6. It needs to be this one. So can we do that? What options do we have? A random rare relic is super tempting. We don't have to go to an early store. So I think maybe we'll go for that. Tori is incredible. Actually an incredible relic, and that means that it is possible. Oh, in fact, no. So if we want to go to this elite, we have to go through 2 stores, and that is unacceptable. So in fact, we're going to forego this elite. We're going to go this path here, and then all the way up. We get 2 elites this act, but we get a Tori, which is just absolutely spectacular. We don't know what we're drawing, so we'll do that. Which probably was a mistake, thinking about it. Had a bit of a cold, so my voice isn't super good. So apologies for that. Take a Twin Strike early, just a very solid early damage card. We did win the Jawworm lottery. We drew 2 defends on turn 1, which is always nice. I think we have to do that because he's not blocking, and then we kill him. Strength pot is nice for the early elite. What are these cards though? Do I want any of these cards? We do get a campfire before the first elite, so taking an armaments isn't completely ridiculous. Rage seems fine as well though. If you play an attack this turn, gain 3 block. Means we can add lots of little attacks to our deck. Yeah, okay, we'll take an early rage. We'll see how this goes. First question mark is a fight. And yeah. So certainly worth bearing in mind what Tori does whenever I play cards at the moment. So whenever you would receive 5 or less unblocked attack damage, it's actually 1 damage. So whenever we can get the damage dealt down to 5, that is a very good thing for us indeed. Hemokinesis seems fine. Again, just a solid early attack card. So this here is only 1 damage, even though it seems like 4. And likewise this one too. We've got Hemokinesis in the next hand, so we might even be able to kill. In fact, we can kill. Oh, wow. Okay, well that's an early Immolate. I'm definitely going to take that. Absolutely, definitely. Really, 3 fights in a 3 question marks in a row that were all fights. My goodness. At least this is a reasonably straightforward fight to win. Although I can't play Immolate unless I want to take 7. Yeah, 7's fine. That means that we go into the next fight at -1 HP, which is no big deal at all. Who is our boss? If it's Guardian, yeah, it's Guardian, so I'm not going to take the anger, otherwise I probably would. This is fine, though. Early upgrade, I think, has to go on the Immolate. Just as an extremely high impact card. 28 damage to all enemies is absolutely incredible. Once again, this is only actually 1 damage, because of the goodness that is Tori. That was a mistake, though. Maybe it wasn't a mistake, because we kill anyway. But I hadn't realized that we were actually frail. And I haven't talked about the Ascension level. So bosses now are deadlier, so generally they do more damage. I don't think I want any of those cards. So Guardian will do a little bit more damage with his, I think with his Fierce Bash. And maybe with another attack as well, I actually don't remember. We can actually kill this guy here. That's how good Immolate is, by the way, in the first act. It is absolutely incredible. Floor 8 Elite is absolutely no problem with Immolate in the deck. I could have played a strike there, couldn't I? Never mind. It shouldn't matter, because we get the kill anyway. White Beast statue, wow, so I've got to make sure I use these potions as well. Rupture actually is a thing with Hemokinesis, but I don't think it's quite good enough. I could take a double tap with the Immolate. A double tap actually with Hemokinesis as well is good. Sure. Let's go for it. 2 rare cards this early, which is unusual. I think I will take the Nunchaku, I think. Yeah, I think I will. Because we have a bunch of attack. We have that double tap, which will mean that it turns on a little bit more often. Hemokinesis upgrade seems excellent. Means you lose 1 less HP as well. Nice little value add. Do we open up here? And I should certainly be using one of my potions. I think probably the Strength Potion. I think that being the case, I'm not going to play Immolate. No, that's silly. I should play Immolate. Even though it shuffles a burn into the deck, it's still such a very, very high value card. I think this is fine. Take 10 here. We take another 15 here. Do I have to play this Hemokinesis? I don't think I do, so I'm not going to. Because we have 2 strikes getting the kill this turn. Regal Pillow is very nice. Block Potion also very nice. Could add a Reckless Charge. I'm not going to, though. Could add an Infernal Blade. Not going to, though. That's fine. Okay, an early shop. A little bit earlier than maybe we would have wanted. There's some very good relics here, though. Bag of Preparation is just always an extremely good relic. Adding 2 extra cards to your opening hand. Yeah, I think we just buy it. So yeah, I mean, especially with the double tap, we have a lot of things in this deck. Well, we have one thing in this deck, which is an important thing that really cares about us drawing things in the right order. So we should make sure that we are respecting that wherever we can. I'm going to use my attack potion here just to make sure we get the kill without taking any damage. It, of course, gets replaced. We have the White Beast statue, which means that we always get a potion. True Grit isn't bad, and I think actually True Grit is very good here because we have all 5 of our strikes and we also have an Immolate, so we're going to have burns in the deck from time to time as well. So I think the True Grit is an important card here for us to take. I'll certainly do this. We don't need all of our health against the Guardian. He's a big pushover, really. We'll upgrade our True Grit, which means that we get to select which card we exhaust, which is an important thing to be able to do. We'll do that. Do we need? Yeah, I will lose health just in case we don't draw any attacks at all next turn. It's unlikely, but you know. Very tempting just to play the Immolate twice here, but I think that would probably be a mistake. Instead, we will play it once. Take 1 damage. Taking 6 here, unfortunately. So we can do... I think actually I'm going to use the block potion here. It's worth it to get the 4 turns of vulnerable on him. There's the True Grit exhausting the burn. that I mentioned earlier. We'll do this and we'll play another Immolate here for 42 damage. So we can play this Twin Strike twice, which means that we take a bit of damage. Yeah, I mean, I guess we're healing to full anyway, so no big deal. It is annoying, though, that we're 2 damage short. Oh, and of course, that's 1 times 4, isn't it? Which meant that the block potion was a waste, but never mind. We get it replaced with the liquid memories, which is good. And a feed. I mean, it's just so difficult to turn down a feed in this sort of situation. Early enough in the game that we can get a lot of value from it. Pretty good indeed. And that is a runic pyramid, which, I mean, I think we take it. Again, we got this double tap. It's certainly better than Sozu. Sozu White Beast Statue is a Nombo combo. Runic Cube is just meh. Runic Pyramid is the clear choice here. So, very powerful relic indeed means that you don't discard your hand at the end of the turn. So you can plan turns in advance and generally keep cards for when they are most useful, which is an incredibly valuable thing to be able to do in Slay the Spire, as it turns out. I wonder if I'm going to take these hallway fights. I think I am. A couple of reasons. One, this early shot we have 200 gold. The second one, though, is that we have a feed. So any situations in which we are going to be able to play our feed, like, I was going to say like this turn, but not like this turn, in fact. Like this turn, though, we get max HP for. We don't need a blood potion. Again, rupture with hemokinesis? Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. Could take a Frozen Eye, which means that when you see your draw pile, you see the cards in order. I think a Vajra is probably slightly better, though. And also Frozen Eye is just kind of annoying to use. One thing about having a Runic Pyramid, we must aggressively remove these strikes now, because we do not want them clogging our hand up. They cost 1 energy to play. We still only have 3 energy because Runic Pyramid doesn't give you energy. So we must make sure we get these strikes out of our deck. I wanted to keep the other defend there, which is why I played the strike. And in fact, here we can do something like this. We can double tap the Hemokinesis, get some block from that as well, and then we can trigger a strike and take no damage other than the Hemokinesis damage, of course. I think we are probably just, yeah, getting rid of a strike. Again, we take 1. 21? That's a lot of damage. 38. That leaves him on some damage. I think we're using our potion here. I think we are. We could just double tap Immolate for the kill. If we do that... Hang on, double tap Hemokinesis means that he's on, how much, 18 health, which means that the explosive potion would get the kill. I don't know about that. Maybe we just use our weak potion. I don't know about that either. Maybe we just do this. Oh, we had nunchucks. We could have killed. We could have killed with feed. That was a mistake. No need for the speed potion. Shrug. Do we want to shrug? Yeah. I mean, we're light on block cards. We kind of need a shrug. Speed potion maybe instead of something? Don't have any source of weak, and the explosive potion is just... No, we have an Immolate for explosions. Yeah, we're fine. Alright, we'll do that. Oh, it's you again. You got a friend this time. Well, okay. True Grit a strike. Probably just bash him. So he's going to do 18 here. Unless we weaken him, in which case he'll do 13? 13 minus 8 is exactly 5, so I'm going to do that. Yeah. That was definitely the right move. Once again, 5 damage getting reduced to 1. Super, super good relic. He's going to be on 1 after this, isn't he? Which means that we can feed him. Get our explosive potion back. Flame barrier plus. Yes, please. Absolutely, we'll take that. I think we're heading up for the super elite. Ooh, okay, these are some good potions. Okay, well, instead of the speed potion, we're going to take the Heart of Iron. 6 metallicize is pretty incredible. The other 2... Yeah, Blessing of the Forge with Runic Pyramid again, super good. We'll take it. Should try and use them. Double tap or rage? I think double tap. I think we're consistently enough playing double tap and then 2 attacks for it to be good. Do we just double tap the Immolate here? I think we do. Maybe we don't. Maybe we just Immolate and then Twin Strike. Then we keep the double tap for something else. That was a little bit unfortunate. Again, I should keep track of Nunchaku. It's a useful thing to be able to keep track of. I think here we just... I shouldn't have burned the Rage, that was a mistake. We got it out of our hand, so we draw a few more cards next turn. Which is somewhat nice, but I think it was probably a mistake. I think it's Hemokinesis, Flame Barrier. We're drawing Defend. Oh dear. Next turn might hurt. Might be using a potion next turn. Nope, he's not attacking. I'm certainly glad about that. 7 plus 7 is exactly 14. And then we trigger to defend. We have... Guess we can do that. Again, next turn might really hurt. Yeah, 18 times 3. That's kind of what I was a little bit concerned about. We can do something like... Oh, hang on, can we... No, we can't kill if we do that. Do something like Flame Barrier, and then Liquid Memories our Flame Barrier, and play it again. Now this is 54 though. So this is going to hurt a little bit. But it's also going to do a little bit of damage back to him. And yeah, that'll do us. And I think we probably could have played the feed there. I think it was probably another mistake. That's fine though. Strawberry is good. Raises our max HP. Don't want any of those cards, certainly. And yeah, I think we'll go for the Super Elite. Unless this fight is a complete disaster, but it really shouldn't be with an Immolate. And a double tap as well. 24... 46? Yeah, so double tap, Twin Strike feed doesn't get the kill. I think I'm going to use an attack potion. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm glad I did that. And now we can feed. And then we can just play Immolate when it shows up. Block these turns. And whoosh. No thank you. Ornamental Fan seems excellent with our double tap. And yeah, I mean, in terms of attacks, we're pretty much set. Like, these two attacks by themselves are both incredible. We have a Twin Strike as well for a little bit of support, and we have the Bash for the vulnerability. So in terms of damage, we are pretty much okay. We are really looking for double tap here, so I'm going to defend until we get it, probably. 29. So we're taking 12. Sure. Sure. Ooh, that's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. Also, these guys are metallicizing. So we're going to be entangled next turn, which means we can't play double tap Immolate. Also means we should get our attacks out of our deck now. Or out of our hand, rather, now. Yeah, this is actually... because it procs the Ornamental Fan. That's a good draw, though. Forgot about Flame Barrier. And that means that even though we took a bit of damage, we're out of this fight. Oh, we're not out of this fight. Oh, no. Are we almost out of this fight? Oh, this is very unfortunate because we're weakened. I guess we still do this. We take some more hits. We can feed the little guy. We can defend, and then we can just bash strike for the kill. Alright, 54 HP, that was painful. Dual wield doesn't do anything at the moment. We really could use some powers. I don't think we've seen a single power. Oh, we saw a Dark Embrace, I remember. And I guess a Rupture counts as a power as well, but we really want some powers that do things. Dual Wield Plus certainly doesn't do anything at the moment. It would be a curse right now. The other two, probably not so much either. We get another fight from an event, which is a little bit unfortunate. We'll do that, and then we'll Rage for our Twin Strike, and that actually... oh, it gives us another attack as well, but it doesn't actually matter. But the most important thing it does for us is it procs Tori. Speaking of proccing Tori, that happens again here. We have 4 energy from our Art of War, which means... oh, no, never mind, it doesn't mean that. But it now means that we can feed. So we certainly gained from that overall. Yeah, I'll take the blood potion and we'll probably drink it next combat. There are some powers. Feel no pain with a True Grit is okay. With a feed is like meh. Brutality obviously useless with Runic Pyramid. Do we take a Feel no pain though? I don't think I'm going to. I don't think it's quite good enough. Just means our True Grit is slightly better. Upgrading all of our strikes and defense seems great though. I'm certainly going to do that. And then we can fight another elite, and it's Mr. Gremlin Leader once again. I think we can do something like Flame Barrier, Defend. I think that probably does the most damage we could have done while also blocking. The blocking doesn't really matter because it's he's weakened anyway. Let's do something like Rage Double Tap Bash the big guy here, because we do have an Immolate coming. Coming there, in fact. Although it does mean that we are going to take some hits here. Play all of our attacks there. That's pretty nice. Immolate, does this kill this guy? I think it does, right? It's unfortunate, in which case I'm going to trade 2 current HP to get 3 max by doing that. So we're at 44. Who's our boss? It's Automaton. No thank you. Skill potion. Yeah, I think Blessing of the Forge is not that good. Oh, we should have drunk up Blood Potion. That was an obvious mistake. I'll do it at the beginning of this fight just to make sure I remember. You can do Rage and then just wail on the Centurion. Again, we can play our Hemokinesis. I think he's going to heal this turn, so... Didn't draw Immolate though. But we do have Feed, so... That's pretty good. We'll True Grit to defend. True Grit another defend. Get our deck nice and neat and tidy. And then finish him off. Get a colorless potion from that. None of those cards are useful though. And so we can upgrade them. What are we upgrading? There's so few cards to upgrade. Most of our cards are already upgraded. I think we upgrade the Bash, just so we can do a little bit more consistent damage. It's not very good for this fight, but I don't think we need to worry too much about this fight. We have 72 hit points to work with. We drew our Immolate, which is fantastic, because it means they're not going to steal it. They are going to steal our double tap, though. Oh, we got another Nunchuck proc, which is pretty great. And we get an Ornamental Fan proc, which means Torii procs. And we only take 1 damage. It's double tap Hemokinesis, okay. So we'll kill this guy, we'll get our Hemokinesis, and then we'll kill this guy as well. And then we'll just True Grit our burn. Get Art of War, which is nice. We do get a Nunchuck proc here, so I'll use it with the Rage, just to do a little bit more damage mitigation. Hyper Beam hurts a bit, but that's okay. And again, just the lack of powers is hurting this deck a little bit right now. Let's see what this is. That's not very useful. We're pretty close to dying. I think we're probably still okay. Do I use this? Should have used this a while ago if I was going to use it. I think we're okay. I think we kill in 2 turns always. Like that. That was much closer than I thought it was going to be. We did not scale well enough for that. There's the power that I really wanted. The demon form. Very, very, very good. I don't think there's any reason not to take it. Fiend Fire is also tempting, but I think demon form, just as a hard win condition against bosses and the like. We do have a Mark of Pain if we want a 4th energy that badly. And I think, honestly, that I do. We have a True Grit to get rid of the wounds if we need to. We have a Bag of Prep, which helps a lot. It gives us a lot of hands that are nice and full early in the fight. Yeah, Mark of Pain. I mean, generally it's not a very good energy relic, but I think here it's fine. So I think I'm going to take it. It's certainly better than an Empty Cage and a Black Star, which don't solve our fundamental problem right now, which is that we only have 3 energy per turn. So we do get 4 energy per turn, but with a little bit of a downside, but that's okay. We can deal with the downside. We can get 3 elites if we go over here, but there's no shop. So I think probably 2 elites on this path is better. Good fight. Explosive Potion seems unnecessary. None of those cards are good. Maybe Sword Boomerang, actually. With a demon form now. We can get an upgraded one. Or an upgraded, like, Heavy Blade or something like that. I don't know. We'll lose our attack potion to get a relic here. Meal ticket, sure. Okay, well, meal ticket procs, as it turns out. To no effect, but, you know, it's the thought that counts. Rip Gambling Chip. I would really have liked that Gambling Chip. As it is, though, I can buy this membership card and basically break even. And I can remove a strike. Do I want to remove a strike? They're upgraded. It's still fine, though, I think. And it's still better than a twin strike with our demon form. Yeah. Shockwave is actually good. I might buy a Shockwave as well. Source of Weak is quite powerful. I could also buy a Dropkick in that case. Who's our boss? If it's Time Eater, I won't. It's not Time Eater. Yeah, okay, I'll buy a Dropkick then. Because that means, now that we have 2 sources of vulnerable, that means that we're going to be able to proc Dropkick a little bit more often. Like now, for example. Just defend. Okay. Burn was kind of wonky. And that's a feed. Blood Potion is probably not going to be useful ever. Whirlwind is a bit tempting. Not upgraded though, so I'm not going to. Cards really need to be good at this point if we want to add them to our deck. We got a Nunchuck proc there, which is good. Should have played Rage, probably. Actually, no, it doesn't matter because he's weak anyway. So again, our Dropkick is just free damage. And with the demon form, it's going to be a lot of free damage. Certainly a nice thing to have. I'll get these defends out of our hand. Yeah, we can True Grit the wounds. I would certainly take another True Grit, by the way, if I was offered one. I think we're killing here. I'll play that just in case. Oh yeah, we're certainly killing. Not even close. Entropic Brew instead of Blood Potion. Yeah, I think so. Feel No Pain Plus. I think now that we have a Shockwave and now that we have a reason to use True Grit whenever we draw it, I think think the Feel No Pain Plus is probably good. It's not very good against the Awakened one, but I think that's okay. I don't think we need to worry too much about that. We'll upgrade... Do I upgrade Demon Form or Shockwave? I think we upgrade Demon Form, just for the hard scaling that provides us. We'll avoid shops until this shop. We have a membership card, of course, because our gold is effectively doubled. So yeah, you can see the effect there of the Feel No Pain. Play all of our attacks in some sort of an order. Yeah, this is one anyway. Oh, and in fact, we can play a defend as well. Because a nunchuck proc. We'll play a demon form, and then like defend, so we get an extra energy next turn as well. Yeah, we did take 8, which is not ideal. But neither is it the end of the world. This is going to be a bit more damage, though. This maybe should have been our potion. Yeah, it should have been our potion. We can do something like... Yeah, I thought that might be a kill. It was certainly close. Fairy in a bottle is not useful. Now we'll upgrade our Shockwave. 5 weaken vulnerable is a useful thing to be able to do. Kunai! Oh, Kunai is incredible. We can't take it though. We can't take it. Rip. Alright, we have to recall at the next campfire. I think I am going to use this Heart of Iron now. Okay, well, good night, guys. That's a lot of damage. We can actually double tap drop kick here. A lot of value from that. It's actually just a straight up kill. Oh, we had feed. Oh dear. That's a frustrating mistake. Exhume. Exhume can get feedback for us, if I remember to play it. There's another True Grit though. We can't upgrade it until... Oh, we can upgrade it here, I guess. Can we upgrade it? Yeah, okay, I'm going to take a True Grit. And I'm going to upgrade it right now. Because, yeah, we can recall at the final campfire. Unless we get gold here, I don't think I'm going to go to the shop. I'll look at all of these, though, for sure. Impatience, yeah, I mean, we don't have a huge amount of attacks in this deck, actually, so I think Impatience is probably good. We'll see what the others are. None of those, certainly. Dark Shackles I'll take. It's a useful card for the heart fight. Yeah, okay. We'll trade all of our gold for that. Juzu Bracelet, oh, it's great. Yeah, perfect. Exactly what I wanted. Unfortunately, there are no question marks between now and the end of the run. So that was a completely dead floor. So it's the Awakened one. I guess we can do something like this. Yeah, something like that. Just to get our demon form in play. It's important enough to do that, I think. Yeah, this is a lot of damage, though. We have a nunchuck prot. No, we don't. We can feed this, though. That's nice. We get blocked for that as well, of course. From Feel No Pain. So yeah, we take 14. I think we just do that. And like defend, twin strike. Seems good. Oh, and then we can hemokinesis too. Sure. Saves us 1 HP from the ornamental fan prot, so we only actually paid 1 for it. Yeah, 9, 12, 16, yeah. Is this a kill? It's really close. 46, 54 to 100, 33, yeah, it is a kill. Ouch. He's not vulnerable. That was not a good turn to draw that. Nice to be able to do that, though. Again, we're taking some damage here. I think this is okay, though. We're going to be able to one-shot him quite soon, I think. We can actually do Rage, Double Tap, Bash, and then Drop Kick. That actually blocks for us a fair bit. And he's actually dead, isn't he? He's dead. Alright. We have no gold, unfortunately, for the store. And I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit concerned about this deck's ability to block. I'm going to upgrade Rage. Even though we have 120 HP. Which should mean that we'll be alright. Might be quite tough to do this fight. We're not actually taking any damage here. We get Art of War as well here, which is pretty good. No Dark Shackles though, unfortunately. So we can do this. See what we get here. You got a Hemokinesis. Wait a sec. Alright, so I'm gonna have to do maths here. So this is what, 10, 42, 27. I'm trying to kill this guy. 10, 42, 27. That's 79. 23. This does 21. So we're 2 short. What about Perfected Strike? Does that do it? How many strikes do we have? 3, 4, 5 including itself. That's 16, 24 damage. I think that does it. Do we want to though? We need to block. Yeah, we need to block. Alright, so this is the most damage, so we should take this. I'm not actually sure we want to play it. Play this, play this. Oh, of course. Wow, there's a clutch draw. I'd completely forgotten about Centennial Puzzle. That was quite clutch. So we'll do this in preparation for double tap Immolate next turn. Well, I don't think it's actually going to be enough. It's certainly not going to be enough. So maybe we don't do it this turn. We certainly True Grit here. See what we draw. There's a Shockwave. Is Shockwave good? Goes down to 29. It's okay. We'll do it. Oh, and the Feel No Pain, of course. So yeah, we get a Torii proc after all. Super good. Alright. So now we Rage, double tap, Immolate. And we drop kick. Demon Form on the bottom of our deck. Always like to see that. And there is the kill. Now at -1 strength, that's no big deal though. So it turns out that we don't have any attacks. But that doesn't matter. Way good. Ink Bottle is nice whenever you play 10 cards, draw a card. Swift Potion also very nice. Pommel Strike Plus. I think that's good enough. I think we want to be cycling into our attacks against the heart. So the draw 2 is just very good. Demon Form turn 1 is incredible. That is exactly what I wanted to see. Although I think I'm going to play a defend first. And then see what's in the box. Trip is fine, I think. Maybe weak. Yeah, weak is better. So we'll play this. I'll probably play Swift Potion next turn. Depending on what we draw. We've got Art of War Energy as well. So, Rage draws as a card if I play it. Shrug also draws as a card and it blocks for us though, so I'm going to do that. We'll True Grit a strike, and then we'll draw pot. Then we'll Rage. Want Flame Barrier next turn. So I think it's Strike, Twin Strike, Chemokinesis. We get 3 more draws from that. Oh, these wounds. These wounds really hurt. Can True Grit one of them away. Oh, we get the Ink Bottle draw, that's nice. Flame Barrier blocks for some, but also... In fact, I should be drinking this, shouldn't I? I think the Ancient Potion is useless, unfortunately. The others are good. So defend, Shockwave. We still have double tap in our draw pile, so I'm tempted not to play the dropkick just yet. That seems good. Oh. Double tap does not appear, unfortunately. Just going to use feed here. Again, Torii does a lot of work for us in that fight, in that turn. Play Slimed. Then we can double tap our dropkick. Then we get free stuff for that. We can double tap this as well. And then maybe this. Now we'll need that for a future... No, we won't need that for a future turn. We'll kill in a future turn, I think. So we'll do that, and then... Yeah, like that's okay. Don't think we're in any real danger at all. Actually gonna burn a wound. Do that, we'll play Impatience just to get it out of our hand. Seems fine. And I think we're in pretty good shape. Because we have, I think, everything we need from here. We got a lot of damage. I'm going to take 40. Oh, we're not actually going to take 40 because again, Tori is just a ridiculously good relic, as it turns out. That's the end of the fight, and that is another heart kill on Ascension 4 with the Ironclad. That one was a pretty strong deck, I'd say. The Demon Form really enabled us to scale, but before that it was very strong. We had a lot of front-loaded damage early on, which meant that we didn't really need to rest at all. And that being the case, we got a lot of relics and a lot of upgrades as well. 1467, that was Ironclad Ascension 4. Join us next time for Silent Ascension 4. We'll see you then.